this computer. Okay, so hello, Mohammed and Runar, and to the other participants. This is our pleasure today to have you in this open day. There is a lot of people, I would say thousands, because a very large event. And now the idea is, as we are speaking to students, mainly young students, they are approaching the academia, but also other job opportunities. So we today we have the opportunity to say something about research, and our research can be useful also for the probably work job opportunities in the future. So today we have Mohammed Kalim from Bergen. He's the project coordinator of the Real Erasmus project here in this event jointly to the RIALE-EU project, which is the main project in Italy, and Runar Stoker, senior researcher in deep sea biology also in Bergen. So, Mohamed, if you want to say something about the project before giving the floor to Runar, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Christian, and thank you, Rona, for being here. So, yeah, I'm very happy to participate and talk about our project, RIALE, which is remote intelligent access to labs in higher education. And in this labs, we are actually very happy to collaborate with CRSC4 and also with the University of Technology Compiègne from France and from University of Bergen here in Norway, Slate, and we also have the Center for Deep Sea Research, Runar here. So in the project, we actually aim to improve the accessibility and the quality of education with special focus on remote labs. Because during the COVID-19, we faced problems of accessing labs for students in higher education. So we're thinking about, and plus the other issues, which could be, the high expenses, the cost, and maybe some safety issues with labs. So we thought about RIALE project for higher education specifically, where we are actually having several state-of-the-art labs, which later will Runar talk about one of them. And we actually live streamed some of these labs to make them live. And then after that, we record them and we show them to the students or people who are interested using the timeline software from RSC4. And we also try to engage more and understand what the students are doing or whether there are some problems using the area which we are specialized in Slate from University of Bergen into using something called learning analytics. So we really hope that this project, it has almost been there for 2 years and we still have 1 year left. And we are really have engaging and very good results so far. And we really hope that from this project, we add one more step, or we are one more step forward into enabling state-of-the-art labs, making them as a remote environment, and making education and digital education more engaging and also possible to everyone, not only for specific universities, but also open to everyone.
Okay, thank you, Mohamed. Runar, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, Christian, and thank you, Mohammed, for the introduction. And as you can see, I mean, we couldn't avoid showing you Bergen today. This is, I would say, I would like to say that this is a typical view of Bergen in terms of weather, although it's not. But of course, this is a beautiful view of Bergen on top of Mount Flyen, which basically shows the entire central parts of the Bergen area. So I'm sitting down here. No, I don't know if you can see my pointer, but I am down here by the ocean.
Yes, we can see you.
Ah, perfect. And Mohammed, I think he's down here somewhere, approximately. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a very
So
nice Bergen skyline picture.
yes, it is. Yes, as was mentioned in this RIALE project, we wanted to give an introduction into some of the labs that are more remotely, let's say, inaccessible to not everyone. I mean, I've been lucky to be part of a Center for Deep Sea Research now for quite some years, and we have been going to research cruises to the Arctic mid-ocean ridges now for yeah, approximately 15 years almost. So we are going out there almost every summer. In June, July, we have been going out there. So the mid-Arctic ocean ridges stretches from the Jan Mayen, the island of Jan Mayen, up to Svalbard, and then it goes continuous up north to the Arctic, the North Pole, eventually going beneath the ice cap. So the things that we wanted to do on this project was to try to see if we can live stream from the Arctic when I was going out on a research cruise to connect more people, not just in science, but everyone that was interested to participate also in this live stream. So of course this is not trivial. I mean, there are multiple issues that might arise, and the biggest things that we had when we started this was the internet connection. Of course, this is a live stream, so we need a stable internet connection to do this. But this year we had that, so we were able to do some live stream. Let me see if I can. Yes. So now you should be able to see the imagery that was given during the live stream this summer. So in the upper right corner, you can see from the RV room itself that we were sitting with the RV pilots. So we had 4 pilots in the RV room with us, controlling the RV on the seafloor. So as you can see also here, we are, yeah, I don't know if you can see there. You can see that we are at the depth about 2,300 meters below the seas, the surface of the sea. And what we are seeing now is that we are taking samples for macrobiology. So more of the animals that are living on the seafloor. So all of this white stuff here is bacteria. So I forgot to mention that I'm a microbiologist of training. So I'm looking at the smaller stuff, the things that we usually can't see with our bare eyes. So basically bacteria. So since this is a hydrothermally active area, meaning that we have a heat source from beneath that is heating up the seawater that is coming into the sediments. And when this seawater is coming up to the surface again with heated by the heat source, you get these vent sites basically. So here underneath the sediment, you have a much warmer sediment. So we have minus 0.7 degrees in the seawater, but as we go into the sediment, the temperature starts to increase. So here we have these very fluffy, you can see here these tube worms. These are small tube worms here, these long, looks like filaments. And attached to them, the bacteria attaches to these tube worms and feeding off the fluids that are coming up from beneath. So these areas are very very active, and there's very large hotspots for biodiversity. So when we go away from the ridges, you see more of the sedimented areas, which are not, even though we can't see it with our bare eyes, there is a lot of activity going on in the sediments, but these areas with the hydrothermal activity is very rich in primary production, meaning that we have a lot of these bacteria. All of this white stuff that you can see here on this chimney is bacteria. So they are using the chemical energy. When we're coming up to the surface here, we can actually perhaps see all of the hydrothermal fluids coming up. So the fluids here are above 250 degrees, so very hot. So when you get these steep gradients towards the seawater, there is a lot of energy for the microbes and also the higher animals to feed off. So yeah. You still see the image, Christian?
Yes, yes, I can see very well. It is still very impressive. This video is a collection of elements and images, something we cannot imagine without your contribution. So it's still very impressive. And I have a question also with respect to the audience and to the kind of people attending this open day. I would say, apart from the opportunities in academia that your research opens, of course, we know very well this aspect, but what about if you want to say something about the opportunities for, especially for young guys looking at the job market, for example? Do you see any tangible opportunity for them with respect to your research?
Yeah. Yeah. So every time we have of course we need projects to fund the research that we are doing. But during through the projects that we have, there's usually either PhD positions or there are postdoc positions for the people that are come that far in their academic career. But of course, we also have students coming in from abroad taking master thesis with us. So that is also a possibility. And if we have cruises at that time, there are also possibilities if there is enough space on the ship to have the master students join the cruise. So this year we actually had one of our master students with us in the cruise, and she was also able to participate in the ROV room with us when we did the live stream. This is a very good experience for them because they take part in all the activities on board, not just the imagery that we're showing you here, but also everything that happens before we go on a research cruise, during the cruise, and also the things that happens afterwards. So they are able to participate in all the different aspects of it.
Oh, very nice. I think we are about to close this short call today. And Mohammed, do you wanna add something about the opportunities your research and this research can open to young guys approaching, especially the job market?
Yes. Thanks, Christian. I was actually going to say something. You know, with all these remote labs, we actually open the possibility for people and students to learn, and having this accessibility is usually very, very difficult, even from the open sources. So we are actually enabling that, so that should help. The other thing is, please, we always offer PhD positions for people who have master's degree. So currently we have a position which is a little bit related, not very much here, but you are free to look at our center or RIALE project and just link it. Try to browse it. You will find some open PhD positions and some positions available if you are interested to move out and visit Norway for some time. Yes.
Okay. Thank you again, Mohammed, and thank you also, Runar, for your time today, for attending this open day. Also, it's very useful for disseminating our project. And okay, that's all. I think we can close the call. Thank you again. See you soon.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you, Christian.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye.